I heard you say Erwinville a couple times, but I did my
Right,
own little research. It say you was born in New Orleans, but you was
right.
raised in Southern California. Speak on that a little bit.
This how I went. I was born in New Orleans. I lived in New Orleans till I was 10 years old, or 9 or 10. I was in third grade. So whatever age you be when you're in third grade, like 8, 9, or 10, something like that.
Right.
Um, and then my pops, he had took off and moved to California because he was like, he was fucking up bad, you know what I'm saying? And so I guess he was just trying to change his life, get away from all the shit that, you know what I'm saying, he was into over here. So he just bust out
Right.
and he shot the Cali. And once he got on the street and shit, um, I had went out there to visit him one Christmas vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, once I got out there, I was like, fuck it, I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, so I ended up staying. And I stayed out there for 3 years. And then I moved back to Louisiana. And when I moved back to Louisiana, that's when I moved to Erwinville.
So,
Which was
okay.
where that was where my mama people, like my grandmother and all my mama people was from. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So Erwinville, people don't know, that's like a little town, across the river from Baton Rouge, like about 15 minutes away, but it's like a little country town. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We gonna backtrack to Cali though. How was it growing
Okay.
up in Cali though? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Was you surrounded by like the Bloods or the Crips or some shit like
right.
that? The
It
colors?
was yeah, it was real dope growing up out there, bro. For the little time I was there. But yeah, the neighborhood I lived in was a Crip neighborhood. It was called Harbor City Crip Gang. And they also had like a Mexican, gang too, you know what I'm saying? Out there, the Mexicans, they got their own shit. They ain't Crips or Bloods, they shit, you know what I'm saying? The essays, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they had them, and like I said, it was a Crip neighborhood, and like a lot of, the dudes I was growing up with, who was my partners, we was young, we was little kids, but they older brothers and shit was Crips, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you kind of like, when you growing up and like, your older brothers or, your partner older brothers, the people who you see, whatever they doing, you kind of tend to start wanting to do that, you know what I'm saying? So, I used to wear blue and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But
Come on.
yeah, but I mean, like I said, but we was kids. It wasn't like we was gang banging, but
Yeah.
it was like I said, you see just what they do, or we want to do that too. You know what I'm
You
saying?
adapting to the
So
habitat.
right. So it was like one of them things. But see, my mama, and my pops, like they kind of saw this shit. So they was like, nah, we gotta get you, me and my sister. My sister a little older than me, so my sister was actually into some shit. You know what I'm saying? That I
Right.
wasn't into yet. But she 4 years older than me, so she was like, in high school, and so like I say, she was running with the people who, like I say, was my partner's older brothers and sisters and shit like that. So, like I said, my mama and my pops, they saw this shit going, where the shit was going, and they was like, nah, they snatched our ass up and sent us back to Louisiana. You know what I'm saying?